Assalamu alaikum students, I hope you all are fine. Today we will start unit 2, which is software basics. In unit 1 we studied the hardware basics of a computer system, and in unit 2 we will talk about the software basics. Introduction, the overall picture. When we started unit 1, at that time we discussed this overall picture, and once again we will see the overall picture of the computer system. And this picture shows that a computer consists of hardware and software. In unit 1 we talk about the hardware, in which we discussed different type of hardware devices and types of hardware devices, and we saw that the hardware components of a computer, they are also categorized in some way, where we studied the system unit, which combines many hardware devices inside the system unit, and the input output devices, which are of course outside the system unit. In this unit, that is unit 2, we will discuss the software components of a computer and its different types and categories that we will discuss in this unit. Here in this table we can see that the software is further divided into two types, that is system software and application software. Further, there are different types of system software, that is operating systems, device drivers, language processors, and many utility programs. All these types of software, they fall into the category of system software. And then application software, many software that we use in our daily life for different tasks and different purposes, they are actually the application software most of the time. They are also categorized in some way, like for example productivity softwares and entertainment software, educational software, and there are also so many other types of application software as well as system software that we will discuss in this unit. Introduction. First of all, software. Software is a computer program which consists of set of instructions that tell what to do and how to do. In the last unit, when we were defining the software and hardware, and we were differentiating between the software and hardware, at that time we defined the software that all the non-physical components of a computer are called software. That is also a valid definition. But in reality, what is software? So it is a computer program which consists of set of instructions that tell the computer what to do and how to do. Software is intangible, that is, it cannot be touched. Intangible means it's a non-physical component of a computer. We cannot touch the software, it does not exist physically. Without software, a computer is useless. Yes, we all know that if we don't have a software in our computer, like for example if we don't have an operating system in our computer, then our computer is useless and it's a dead device which cannot perform any function. Types of software. There are two main types of software: system software and application software. This unit is mainly focused on software and its two types, that is system software and application software. Now, what is system software? The software which operates the computer's hardware is called system software. For example, operating system and device drivers. Operating system, there are many operating systems available in the market. Most of us, we use Microsoft Windows operating system, and different device drivers are available for different peripheral devices. Like for example, if we install a printer with our computer, so we have to install its specific driver. Only then we will be able to operate this that printer. If we want to install a scanner or any other peripheral device that we want to connect with our computer and use it, we must have to install its driver. That driver software for a specific device is called device driver. Now, the second type of software, that is application software. A software which is developed to help the user to perform specific tasks is called application software. So that's why it is called application specific software. The software which is used for specific purpose or specific task, that kind of software is called application software, and the software to which the user actually interacts is called an application software. For example, MS Office. In MS Office we have many other programs or software like Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, and Microsoft Excel, and many other are available in Microsoft Office application software. Adobe Photoshop is also an example of application software. Internet Download Manager is an application software, and many other application softwares are there that we use in our daily life. Here in this diagram, if we see, this diagram actually shows that if we divide the computer system into different layers, then it may look like this. Like at the bottom we have the hardware, and on top of hardware we used to install the operating system, which gives life to this hardware, or which brings this hardware into life and makes it able to operate. Otherwise, without operating system, this hardware is useless. So we install operating system on top of the hardware, and then on top of the operating system we used to install our application software, and this is the application software to which the user interacts. So it's a layered architecture of a computer system, in which at the bottom we have the hardware. On top of the hardware we used to install the operating system, and the operating system provides connectivity, or it acts like a bridge between the application software and the hardware. Further, the application software is used for specific purpose by the user. The user interacts with the application software, then the application software interacts with the operating system, and the operating system interacts with the hardware. Further, whatever the output generated by the hardware, it is communicated with to the operating system, and the operating system communicates with the application, and the application software communicates with the user. So this is how these four different layers of the operating system they work. User is also part of this operating environment, because if the user is not here, then the application software, operating system, and hardware, who is going to operate all these three things? So actually a computer consists of these three layers, that is hardware, operating system, and application software. And whenever the user wants to interact with the computer, he will interact with the application software, and through application software the instructions are given to the operating system, and further it is given to the hardware of the computer for execution, and the results are sent back by the hardware through the operating system to the application software, and the application software will display the results to the user. So I hope you understand this layered architecture of a computer system. This is not included in your course, but this is just for your understanding and your concepts to make clear. System software is further divided into categories like operating system and device drivers, as I told you. Operating system controls the hardware and software resources of the computer system. Here in this picture we can see different examples of operating system like Linux. It's an open source operating system, and Apple means the Macintosh operating system, which is used on Apple gadgets, and of course the Microsoft Windows operating system that we use most of the time. Operating system provides many features such as booting, file management and program management. We will discuss the features or functions of the operating system in more detail in the coming lessons. Device drivers are system software that controls the connected devices to work properly, like for example printer, scanner or plotter or any other devices, digital cameras. Each and every external device, they have a specific device driver which has to be installed in the computer for using or for operating that specific device. Utility programs are special programs designed to perform specific tasks, like file manager, image viewer and disk scanner are some examples of utility programs. Apart from these three, there are also so many other utility softwares, like this one is the disk defragmenter utility software, image viewer, file manager, disk cleaner. These are the icons of these different utility software. Entertainment software, productivity software and educational software are examples of application software. See, operating system, device drivers and utility programs. These are the examples of system software, while the entertainment software, productivity software and educational software, these are the examples of application software, because they are used for a specific purpose. Like VLC media player, we all know that it is used for playing videos or different types of music. So it's a type of entertainment software. Further, different games software, they also fall into the category of application software and into entertainment software. Like for example Project IGI, it's a game and a type of entertainment software. Further, if we see productivity software, then Microsoft Office is the best example of productivity software, because by using Microsoft Office we use Microsoft Word for creating or for producing different types of documents, and Microsoft PowerPoint is used to produce multimedia slides or presentations. And as far as the educational softwares are concerned, so there are also many educational softwares are available nowadays, and the most important one that we are using nowadays, that is Google Classroom. It's also an application software that we use for our for education purposes, and nowadays we are using Google Classroom in APS. So it's a type of educational software. Further, different dictionaries are available. They are also a type of educational software. Now, system software. System software is type of software that can control all the components of computer. System software is also known as general purpose software. It is necessary for all computers. As I told you that it's not just necessary, but it is essential for all computers. If we take the example of operating system, so without operating system our computer cannot operate, so it is essential for all computers to have the system software. In some cases, basic categories of system software. The following are main types of system software: operating system, device drivers, and utility programs. In this diagram we can see that the software is diagrammatically divided into two types, that is system software and application software, and further the system software is divided into three different categories or types, that is operating system, device drivers, and utility software. Okay students, that's it for today. If you have any question, you can ask me in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe my channel Computer Tuition Academy. Thanks a lot. Take care. Allah Hafiz.